What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the Poke Office. My name is Colin. Today's video, we're looking at February 2024, what to invest in Pokemon sealed product. It's exciting times right now in the Pokemon scene because we're kind of like midway through Scarlet and Violet era. So we have new sets to look forward to, like Temporal Forces already, which we're only a couple months away from. Paldean Fates just released, which is a totally super fun set to open. I ripped open a bunch of it last weekend on the live stream, and the hits are awesome. The pull rates are awesome, and way more fun actually than I was expecting it to be. Then we have older Sword and Shield stuff to look at. We have some of the more recent Scarlet and Violet booster boxes to look at. So lots, and then there's one overlooked thing that I'll say at the end that I think might be just about the right time to put your money in if you're looking to invest in some Pokemon cards. So let's get to the data, and of course I'll have some cards to open up at the end of the video. Okay, so considering that Paldean Fates literally just came out last weekend, we got to talk about that first. So first things first, I just checked before recording this video, and the Elite Trainer box, the Pokemon Center exclusive version, is still available on Pokemon Center. And we're going to talk about this a little bit later, but I think these Pokemon Center exclusives are a pretty cool investment for your Pokemon portfolio. They have that extra promo card in them with the Pokemon Center stamped, or the Pokemon Center stamp on the promo card, and that seems to be holding up some really good value. The first couple out of Scarlet and Violet, like we're talking about $20 to $30 to even $40 for that promo card. Also comes with 2 extra bonus packs, so 11 packs instead of 9 out of a regular Elite Trainer box. So overall, I just think these Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer boxes are a really good purchase personally. My personal investment strategy for these is to buy a case of each new set. So like we'll get into it shortly here. We'll keep talking about Paldean Fates for a second. These, the booster bundles, are part of the like later part of the release of Paldean Fates. So these come out on the 23rd of February 2024. I also checked these. These are also still available to purchase or pre-order on Pokemon Center. And I think these are going to be really, really good. If you look at Scarlet and Violet 151, these booster bundles are a hot ticket item, really hard to find. And I think moving forward, like this is just the cheapest way at MSRP to get packs for Paldean Fates, where you're not paying for any of like the dice or any of the booklets or any of the extra cardboard. This is literally just a small cardboard box with 6 packs in it. So there's lots to like about those. And I have a couple of them on pre-order from Pokemon Center. You can get them in a box of 25, which if you want sealed, could be a pretty cool investment moving forward as well if you buy the whole case of 25. Next, we got to talk about a pre-order coming up. So Temporal Forces is the next Pokemon set that's going to be released on 22nd of March. There's the booster box. Some of the leaks have been coming out because the set's in Japanese just released. And let me tell you, if you haven't seen the leaks, I didn't want to spoil it here on the presentation, but they look legitimately amazing. I think that Temporal Forces could do a lot of damage in the Pokemon scene in a good way. I'm not talking about bad way. I'm talking about like this could be a really, really banging set. I'm really looking forward to it. Even though some of these Pokemon that we're talking about, the ancients and the futures, like there's Roaring, I don't even know what, Walking Wake, and Iron Leaves, there it is. Like they're just, I don't even know if I love the Pokemon that much. However, the artwork on the cards is just absolutely spectacular. So I think there's going to be a lot to like about it. So like I said, this comes out 22nd of March, 2024. You can get your pre-order in on those Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer boxes. Here I have the next picture. Here's both of them. So there's 2 versions of this one, Walking Wake and Iron Leaves. So typically, if there's the 2 variants of the Elite Trainer boxes, I personally buy 2 Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes of both of them. And for something like Paldean Fates, I just bought a case of 4 Paldean Fates Elite Trainer boxes from Pokemon Center. That way I have a couple to hold on to and keep sealed. And then also, if I need to move one of them for some cash flow, it's not that bad either. So not too shabby at all. Okay, next up, we're talking about cheap booster boxes in the Scarlet and Violet era. But before we do that, hey, if you're liking the content, would you mind subscribing to the channel? It really helps me out. Plus, hit that like button, leave a comment letting me know what you think is good sealed products to invest in Pokemon in February 2024. All of that stuff really helps my channel grow. I appreciate you all, and it's because of you that I keep doing this and my channel keeps growing, so I appreciate it. And if you haven't yet, hit those buttons for me. Appreciate it. Okay, so starting off, we have Scarlet and Violet base set. This one has kind of just been holding its own right around that $90 mark, a little bit sub 90. And let me tell you, sub 90 booster boxes is, in my opinion, always a good buy. Currently, the Scarlet and Violet base set is at $88.94 in the market price. I mean, I just don't think you can go wrong buying a case of booster boxes for like under $600. It's ridiculous. Paldea Evolved. Now I'm getting tongue-tied with Paldean Fates, Paldea Evolved. Anyways, Paldea Evolved. I seriously am still really, really big on this set. I just traded for a couple of the gold cards, so I got the gold Qian Pao and the gold Meowscarada, and they actually look so ridiculously cool. There's just so many good cards. The Qian Pao special illustration rare, the Skeledirge, Meowscarada, Quackable. I don't even remember what they all are. Ting Lu, Chi Yu. There's a ton of really, really awesome cards in this set. I think this one could do some damage as well moving forward in the future, because I just feel like people aren't paying attention enough. People, especially like if you look on Twitter or look on like Reddit or sometimes on YouTube as well, people are easily distracted by like, oh, Scarlet and Violet is boring and blah, 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 blah. I don't think that at all. I think people are sleeping on the fact that this artwork in Scarlet and Violet era is literally probably the best artwork that Pokemon has ever come out with. And they just keep improving on itself, as if you go look at the leaks coming up in Temporal Forces. So Paldea Evolved, $91.62. So actually down a little bit over the last 3 months, but a really good purchase in my opinion for $91. Obsidian Flames, one of the ones that I've actually been kind of hard on because I pulled the Charizard special illustration rare early, and then I kind of got bored of the set, even though I think the set has lots to offer. It's just not holding value very well, which is a little bit of a problem. It kind of feels like that Darkness Ablaze. And if you look at the Darkness Ablaze, I didn't put it on the slides here, but Darkness Ablaze has not been doing much of anything. It's kind of just been holding around that MSRP value for quite a long time. So is Obsidian Flames any different? The real difference is that you have 4 of the Charizards. You got some special illustration rares in there that are really gorgeous. You have not lots, but some illustration rares. The Gloom, the Ninetales, the Scizor. Like there's some really, really cool. The Houndoom. Is Houndoom? I can't remember. Houndour for sure. Really, really cool illustration rares in this set, and they're just dirt cheap right now. I just picked up a couple of the Revavroom special illustration rares for $2 each, which is absolutely ridiculous. How can you go wrong getting a special illustration rare card for $2? Anyways, this booster box currently market price $92.57, leading us to the last or most recent main set out of Scarlet and Violet is Paradox Rift. This one has been trending down. So here's a little lesson for you in sealed investing. If you're wanting to hold long term, I would recommend probably not buying booster boxes right out of the gate, because typically, at least out of the first 4 main sets out of Scarlet and Violet era, they start right around that $100 to $110 range, and then they've dropped down to $90 in the market price. So I got a great deal on a Paradox Rift case not that long ago, and Canadian, I paid $807 shipped to my door, which I just thought was absolutely absurdly good. Current market price is $89.34, so down 13.9%. I know that's a little bit unfair because we're really talking about pre-release pricing there at the start of that graph. Okay, next we got Sword and Shield era, and lots of these, I think all of them actually are in the green over the last 3 months of graph. Starting with Battle Styles. Battle Styles is a slept-on set, in my opinion. You got some really cool cards. You got the Urshifus, which are not extremely popular, though the VMAX versions of the Single Strike and Rapid Strike 1 are actually really cool cards. You have that Galarian Slowbro, which is a really cool card. And then, of course, you got that Sleepy Tyranitar. I know there's a few other ones in there, but those are the ones I'm mentioning today. Sleepy Tyranitar, kind of the first like big valued alternate art out of Sword and Shield, and I think there's going to be something to be said about that in a few years down the road. And you're still buying a middle tier Sword and Shield booster box for $107.42 in market price. Seems ridiculously good. Next, we're moving on to one of my favorite sets. I've mentioned it multiple times, Chilling Reign. and this one is starting to rise pretty nicely, up 10.4% over the last 3 months, from 149.18 to 164.69 is where it currently sits. This card just has too many. Sorry, this set has too many cards to even talk about. But standout for me is the Galarian Moltres and that Blaziken and the Gold Snorlax. Yeah, just ridiculously good. Pull rates are tough, which I personally think make a set a little bit better because then it means something when you get a big pull. Fusion Strike is the same. You got that Espeon VMAX, the Gengar VMAX. So not as many amazing pulls in this set, in my opinion at least. But still, the pull rates are tough, and when you pull a big card from it, it just really means something. This one, not a ton of movement. It hit a high there of like $155, hit a low of just over $140, and now it's right back basically to where it started at $147.18 over the last 3 months there. Brilliant Stars, another one to keep an eye out for. We've been talking about this set for the last couple months here on my monthly investing videos, and this set just like it has the potential to go really big in my opinion. First of all, it's got the Charizards working for it, which whether you like Charizard or not, or whether you think it's been printed too much or not, Paldean Fates is a great example of that. Charizard is still the king. And you have the Charizard V-Star Rainbow card, you have the Charizard V alternate art in this set, plus you got cards like the Arceus, which make this set kind of a popular one. And if you remember, I mention it every time I talk about it, but a few months back, this was $185 on TCG Player, even though you could still buy it for MSRP on Pokemon Center. So this set just has the potential. That I have a feeling it was because countries who can't buy off Pokemon Center still wanted Brilliant Stars, and it was hard to find. And I've always said it too. Whenever I go walk into a local game store, Brilliant Stars is just hard to find. People don't seem to have this set nearly as much as they do the other ones. Astral Radiance is actually another one of those sleeper ones, in my opinion, and I think that there's a lot to like about Astral Radiance here. On the rise currently over the last 3 months, up 7.6%. Current market price $137.84. I think it's one of those like you could almost call it underwhelming, but it's actually not because the trainer gallery has some great cards in it. The Starmie, the Garchomp, and you have that Machamp V alternate art in the main set, plus the Beedrill, and there's some cool cards in here. The Lilligant even is absolutely gorgeous, even though it's not that valuable. So lots to like about Astral Radiance, currently $137.84. We're moving slowly but surely here. Lost Origin, one of my top sets out of Sword and Shield because of that Giratina, because of the Aerodactyl, because of the hard pull rates. The trainer gallery has those Pikachu cards, the regular Pikachu, Pikachu V, and Pikachu VMAX, which are all really, really awesome. And I think that this set just like kind of almost set the precedent for like really, really good artwork, if I could say that, because I just think the Giratina is second to none personally, even though the bracket that we just ran on the channel did not think that. We're going to have a video about that bracket next week if you're looking forward to that, to see how everything went for best card from Sword and Shield. But Lost Origin has just shown that it's a popular set. And I mean, the graph here is starting to show as well. $142.16, up 8.7% over the last 3 months, which leads us to the last main set out of Sword and Shield, Silver Tempest. This one seemed to be more affected by the reprint, specifically, in my opinion, because we had those God packs. You had the sleeve blister God packs, you had the lunch tin God packs, and lots of the singles in Silver Tempest took a big nosedive because of it. People were pulling, I mean, they were pulling a Radiant card out of every single pack, it seemed like. Lots of alternate arts coming out of there, lots of the VMAXs and V-Stars coming out of those packs. So I don't know how that's going to turn out in the future for Silver Tempest, but still a really cool set with some really cool cards. You got that Rayquaza VMAX in the trainer gallery. You got the Lugia V alternate art in the main set. The Unknown is one of my favorite cards. So lots to like about Silver Tempest as well. Okay, we're getting close to the end here. Specialty sets. Thought we'd talk about a few of them. Elite trainer boxes from Crown Zenith, currently at $41.64. These are still readily available. Shout out to TCG and Games, who supports my channel. So if you want to go buy some Crown Zenith, it's still available on his site. You can use the promo code ThePokeyOffice at tcgandgames.com to grab these. I just think that Crown Zenith was so fun to open that you're going to have opportunities in the future to open Crown Zenith. You're going to take them, and that's going to drive the value of this set up, even though it has come way, way down over the last year because there's just been so much and that reprint happened. 151, maybe a different story, maybe not too. It's been out for like in between 4 and 5 months. Current market price is $58.08 for this Elite Trainer box. Now, the one thing I would warn is that I would not be shocked whatsoever if they reprint the crap out of the set because it's so popular. Pokemon, like I've said in the past, is in the business of making money. So if more people want to buy 151, I believe that they will print more 151. So we could see a bit of a market correction come if they do end up reprinting this set, which I believe that they will, though I haven't heard anything as of yet. But that being said, also, because of its extreme popularity with the nostalgia and bringing back the 90s kids into the hobby and bringing new people into the hobby, I think that this set is going to be a game changer for Pokemon investing moving forward. I think people are going to want to open this set for years and years and years to come, well past whenever they stop reprinting this thing. So I am really big on 151. I just want to buy up as much as I can right now moving forward, even if it takes a small dip as reprints happen and whatnot. The last thing I wanted to mention is the Charizard Ultra Premium Collection. I'm beginning to wonder that now might be the time to start really actually putting some money into Charizard UPCs. Started at $100.77. That was early November. Now it's at $108.93 in the market, so up 8.1% over the last 3 months. But here's the thing. Sword and Shield, I personally think that Sword and Shield is a thing of the past. I don't think they're going to reprint it anymore. We're already almost into set number 5 of the main sets of Scarlet and Violet, so we're like halfway through it already. And so Sword and Shield is a thing of the past, and you can get a very good assortment of Sword and Shield packs in these Charizard Ultra Premium collections, which themselves, because it's a sealed box, you got the promo cards, which aren't worth that much anymore, but you're getting the packs inside of this box, and you get some Evolving Skies in there, you get some Chilling Rain in there, you get some Fusion Strike in there, you get some Vivid Voltage, some Darkness Ablaze, you get some Lost Origin. There's stuff in this box that could do really well over time, and you're like guaranteed to know that someone didn't weigh it because it's coming in a sealed box of stuff. It's not just a loose pack. So I think that is really, really cool. One of those things that could have been overlooked because they reprinted these so much. There were so many Charizard UPCs available, but now might be the time where these start actually going off the shelves again because those packs are starting to get a little bit older. So that's what I got for you. And now I have 10 packs of Paldean Fates ready to open. So I'll see you on the flip side as I turn the screen around. Okay, I got 10 packs of Paldean Fates. I've already opened quite a bit of it because of that live stream, but not very much for myself. So I'm still wanting that Charizard, still wanting the Gardevoir, still wanting the Mew, still wanting the Iono. The top 4 cards are definitely the chase cards for me, plus probably want the shiny baby Charmander as well. But anyways, let me know what you think as we start ripping into some packs here, because I love doing these videos every month. It's really interesting to me to like always just keep a good checkup on the kind of main markets, which is nice. Seeing how the booster boxes are doing and seeing, I don't know, just like it's a good thought experiment if nothing else, because honestly, like I spend a lot of time thinking about this stuff before I record the videos. So the fact that I just like kind of go through the motion of that every month is actually quite helpful. Like it keeps me, I want to say, grounded. Glamora EX ultra rare shiny. Nice. Grounded isn't quite the right word, but like I kind of like, I usually know what's going on in the Pokemon market because I'm looking at the data all the time, which is kind of fun. So that's good. I just think I asked in the Discord as well, like, what are your guys' investments or ideas for investments in sealed product right now? And lots of people were talking about, oh my goodness, come on, This is another special illustration rare. Only good things happen here. Come on, baby. 3, 2, 1. Nimona. I pulled that last time. Oh, that's kind of heartbreaking. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, it's still a really nice pull, let's be honest. But I kind of wanted it to be the Gardevoir or the Iono. Anyways, not too bad. Lots of people in the Discord were talking about the Sword and Shield booster boxes. Because we've talked about it before, you're really just having the opportunity to skip ahead. Spathra. You're really having the opportunity to skip ahead and like skip out on the 2 to 3 year waiting period as sets kind of age. So like sets like Chilling Reign and Fusion Strike, Battle Styles, are all well over 2 years old already, which means that you just skip 2 years and you're still buying them basically for MSRP. So if you're buying these things that are that old already for MSRP, now 2 to 3 years from now, we might be really onto something. Whereas buying Scarlet and Violet era booster boxes, even though they're really cheap right now, it's going to take 5-7 years to actually like really start growing, because I think they're going to be cheap for a while. As much as I think Pokemon is moving in an excellent direction personally, I still think there's a lot of people that think that Scarlet and Violet era is boring, and that Sword and Shield kind of like just was the peak climax of Pokemon, as it kind of goes in these like ebbs and flows of the Pokemon life cycle. So I think we're in for a little bit of a longer ride, but I am totally okay with it, because to me there's nothing wrong with buying awesome things. A Spathra again, EX, nice, and a Wug Trio. Alright, a double banger. I like buying Pokemon for not overly priced ridiculousness, so nothing wrong with that at all. Okay, so many hits too, my goodness. Plus I had a couple in the background there because yesterday I opened a couple packs just by myself, which I really actually hate doing, because if I ever pull something like really awesome and I don't catch it on camera these days, it's almost like super disappointing to me. And the set just gets hit after hit after hit. It is ridiculous. Ridiculous. 2 packs left. We've already pulled a special illustration rare again, but it's the same one as the last video. So somehow we doubled up on Nimona, and I would really like to pull that Iono, the Clive, the Penny, Pidgeot. Okay, just keep getting pulls after pulls. And I really want that Gardevoir. It's one of the only special illustration rares that I actually haven't pulled yet, and I really want it. That one, I kind of go back and forth. The Charizard, obviously, because the value is just like still holding up quite nicely for that card. The Mew is just like a work of art in my opinion, and the Gardevoir also just absolutely brilliant. Nothing on the last pack there. No baby shinies at all. Interesting. Interesting stuff. Let's see. I didn't pull that Annihilate. But here's what we got. Lots of hits. So the Toedscruel, Pidgeot EX Ultra Rare Shiny, a Spathra EX Ultra Rare Shiny, the Wug Trio Illustration Rare, Noivern, a Spathra, Nimona Special Illustration Rare, and a Glamora EX Ultra Rare Shiny. Overall, not a bad haul. That's going to do it for me at the Poke Office. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Make sure to hit all those buttons for me. Subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment. Appreciate you all for watching, and until my next one, peace!